Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kblaze, Shalom. All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, the Holy Spirit that was sent to us when Yahweh Shai left, so that we can have comfort in these days, figure out what's going on in this world. Today, I want to give a lesson. It's about lying to your kids on the holidays. And my main focus is going to be Christmas and Easter, Nimrod and Ishtar. I was raised up in a world where Santa Claus was coming, jingle bells and tinsel and all of the reindeer. And to be honest with you, it was kind of messed up. Once I try to break it down and be like, well, who's running this ship and what really is this world that I'm in? No one could tell me, not even my own daddy. Okay, he was just going along with the program. Yeah, Christmas real. This is America. Everybody love America. That's why that patriotism, that's a weapon of the enemy. Get you all riled up about the nation that they created. If I create a custom workshop that's going to put fat tires on your car and put a lift and a light bar, I get a bunch of employees in there and get them all riled up on selling and pushing the product and service with a smile. All I'm doing is lifting light bars and fat tires on your car, and you're paying me. There's no bravado in all that, unless I make it and issue it to my people to keep on making it. So first, I just want to start off with Exodus 20 and 16. And Exodus, this is where the commandments got laid out, okay? So I'm just going to jump right to 20 and 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Plain and simple, right? Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Basically, don't lie, right? No lying, no cheating, no stealing, okay? And I'll tell you this, once you tell a kid Santa Claus isn't real when they're young, everybody in the world that's in the family going to be like, oh, you stealing their childhood. No, that's folly, man. You leading kids astray, you lying to kids, you teaching them lines, cool. Fantasy land, it's not real. Alright, and after that, we're going to jump back to Leviticus 18 and 21. 18 and 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them, to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be, that every great matter that shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee. So we're talking here about, what was it, 18 and 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God. Able men, such as fear God, not boys in the spirit that gonna keep on passing this Santa Claus crap down the line to their kids. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to jump all the way back forward to 20. And I'm going to just start at 2. Okay? I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. When you get in front of the Christmas tree, or you run over to the little coffee table where the Easter baskets is at, you get dropping on your knees and you digging into presents. You digging into the bullshit Easter candy. Nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay? And showing mercy to thousands that love me. See? So Nowhere in the Bible does it says on this day of this month of this time celebrate Yahushai's birthday. Right? And now from that, it's even more deep than just lying to your kids, because there's nothing new under the sun. This is the same thing going on again and again and again. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to pull out Exodus 22 verse 2 through 5. Oh, I did 2 through 5, okay? Oh, Leviticus. My bad. Well, they still were pertinent. But let me flip the Leviticus over here. Leviticus 18 and 21. Yeah, that's the Spirit just led me over to Exodus 18 and 21. Alright? Alright, Leviticus 18 and 21. Where we at? Leviticus 18 and 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. So you profaning the name of the Lord if you think you celebrating Yahushua birthday, giving everybody else gifts, and inviting Santa Claus in your crib. Don't do it, man. Don't put out the gift offering to bring the spirits in. We leave the cookies out. Santa Claus will come in here. Okay? Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind is an abomination. Well, that's obvious. But we're not even going to get into that right now. Alright? And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of the God. I am the Lord. Okay? So, Molech, the Hebrew word 4432, was a false god of the Ammonites and the Phoenicians, to whom some Jake sacrificed their infants in the valley of Hinnom. So you brought your infant over to Molech for the blood sacrifice, because there's mechanics to sacrifice. Whether you're using it for good or evil, there's mechanics to a blood sacrifice. So you're going to take your infant there, and you think you're going to get prosperity and you get the world out of that. Okay? You're not going to get abundance through unrighteous sacrifice and wickedness. You're not going to get abundance through that. It'll be a fake worldly abundance. Yeah, your plate will be fatness, but your spirit will be desolate. Okay? So then we're going to flip to 1 Kings 11 and 7. 1 Kings 11 and 7. Then did Solomon build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab. So it sounds like Chemosh. I could be wrong about this, but Chemosh might have been one of the false gods of one of Solomon's many wives, this one being from Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and from Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. So Solomon was the wisest man, great king, son of David, but he fell into wickedness by the wayside. He's like every gangster movie you ever seen to the 10,000th power. Okay, Blow, his girl got him caught. Scarface, his girl got him caught. American Gangster with Denzel, his girl made him wear the furs. Okay, you name it. Every gangster movie, it's the same thing. It's the manifestation of the spiritual war manifesting itself to you in a film on your movie screen. Okay, and then from that we're going to jump to 1 Kings 23 and 10. We're just going to jump around, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. 23 and 10. Wait a minute. 1 Kings only goes up to 22. Okay, yeah. I must be mistaken on that one. Maybe it's 2 Kings. Does 2 Kings go up to 23? Yeah, 2 Kings goes up to 23. Let's see where that goes. Maybe it's 2 Kings 23 and 10. Alright. 2 Kings 23 and 10. Oh, this is again just bringing up the Molech in the valley of Hinnom. And he defiled Topheth, which is in the valley of the children of Hinnom, that no man might make his son or his daughter pass through the fire to Molech. When you lying to your kids and you're giving the kids over to the world, you're giving your kids over to Molech once again, all over again. Yeah, it's not some big monstrosity of a giant god over there, some kind of hybrid being that you have to push your infant through it and then it's roasted and then Molech will eat it. Okay? I mean, who knows though? I don't get out that much. But you can't put your kids through the flame in the fire, man. Okay? And one more little joint on Molech. Damn that goddamn Molech. Alright, we're going to go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 32 and 35. Okay? Jeremiah 32 and 35. And they built the high places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech, which I commanded them not. Neither came it into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. So you rule the whole world. You then put everybody in captivity, took advantage of everybody's weakness. You know, you went and hit Judah while they was on their heels, and then took way too far advantage of them falling away from the Most High, and the rulers themselves are more wicked than you could imagine. Their imaginations are taken over. 2nd Esdras 15 and 5. Their imaginations took over. So we're the subject to all that. And now therefore, thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning this city whereof ye say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword and by the famine and by pestilence. So here's a prime example: Judah falling out the laws and commandments, and Babylon is right there with the oppression with wet oppression blanket on them. Okay, and even worse, and they were sacrificing their own children. So what you think is the recompense for that? Okay, and here's one of my favorite joints right here, and this one really hits a grand slam on Christmas. All right, we're gonna run the bases on this one. Jeremiah 10. Okay, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. They try to read the future through the stars, and they got all the whole, Moab got the whole Chinese calendar with the animals. The boar don't go with the snake don't go with the monkey. That's folly, man. Let them stay dismayed at that though. That's how you can judge the tree by its fruit. Okay? For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it in silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, so it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs to be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. This is a tree. It's an innate tree sitting there. But you're gonna try to act like that's the symbol of the season. No. It's not the symbol of the season, okay? For as much there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and my name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? My King of nations, my daddy, right? All right. And we jump back to Exodus 20 and 1. Sure. Let's just do Exodus 20 and 1 again. Spare not. Exodus 20 and 1. Where we at? It's where the 10 Commandments start all over again. I'm the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of Egypt, the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Look into the whole Nimrod, Christmas tree, Semiramis, Cupid, Tammuz, all that. That's the whole Christmas story. And they stealing your energy. They stealing your spirit. Get in that Christmas spirit, right? No, stay in the Holy Spirit. The Spirit of Almighty Yahweh gave us while his son, our Savior, left for a hot minute. But he's going to be coming back in a hot minute. All right? And when I say a hot minute, I mean like a flood of lava type hot minute. All right? And I just was going to do my own thing here and just talk about how much I didn't like Christmas, but it's pretty much evident. And I encourage the rest of the brothers out there just let it go, man. You got to let it go, man. Anybody that got kids these days, they seen the damn Disney movie Elsa, right? Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go, man. They told you. They telling you. Just let it go, man. All the witchcraft, all of the sorcery, all of the weird, majestical things that can't happen, man. Because they can't emulate the miracles of Yahweh Shai. But they can dazzle you and bedazzle you and beguile you with all their weird crap and sprinkles and sparkles and unicorns. And Christmas trees and go on Blitzen, on Nixon, whoever, man. On Clinton, on Obama. Rah, reindeer, bring Santa into town. No, man, don't land on my chimney. Stay off my roof, okay? It costs money. Watch my antenna. I still got an FM radio hooked up, all right? I'm old school. All right? So let's jump to the New Testament. We was hanging out in the Old Testament. Gotta love it, but for all y'all cats that, you know, think you ahead of the game, I'll jump it into Matthew for you. All right, we're going to do Matthew 5 and 8. Matthew 5 and 8. Oh, there it is. Matthew 5 and 8. Where we at? All right, little wind blowing. Matthew 5 and 8. Blessed are the pure in heart. Let's hear Yahweh Shai speaking. Matthew 5 and 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So you want to grow, you want to rear your children in a way that they can be pure in the heart so they can see God. You corrupting their mind with all of the presents, gift spoils the heart, Santa Claus this, magical reindeer that, what else? You just name it. The snowman's alive. You know what I mean? We want a BB gun. Okay? We don't need the sword. We need to stick with this blessing. What'd he say? It was in Matthew, wasn't it? Or Luke. He was like, put your sword away, back in its place. Anybody that go by the sword is going to suffer by the sword. But do you not think I can pray to my Father now and he will send me 12 legions of angels? That is so heavy. What do you need a sword for? You have all the angels, man. All right, 5 and 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So you corrupting your children's heart with all these gifts, all this sugar, all this candy, all this bunny rabbit nonsense, all in the whole guise of Yahweh Shai. Bye-bye to them lies. Bye-bye to them lies, okay? Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom in heaven. So when I'm running around talking about we need to stop Christmas ain't cool, I got all the in-laws and aunts and even friends. They like, come on, man, you messing up, man, you messing up. But blessed are they which are persecuted for their righteousness. Disney already got it on me once again. They made up Scrooge McDuck and all this bah humbug stuff. So anytime you come up against the grain of Christmas, you like, oh, that's Mr. Scrooge over there. Well, you know, I ain't got a million Scrooge bucks. I ain't Scrooge. I got the word that's the deepest treasure bin you ever seen. You can't get to the bottom of this treasure chest, okay? Because you can't touch God's glory. And the knowledge that we attain here, we trying to get close to him. We trying to seek God, seek his face, man. Now it's just going to lead me into what now? 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive them their sin, and I will heal their land. Now mine eyes shall be open, and my ears attend to the prayer that is made in this place. Just get back up here. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and heal their land. That's pretty cut and dry, man. We can't be getting into the folly of initially telling a lie, and then on top of it, it ends up being all this majestical crap that corrupts people's minds, gives them false hopes and things that aren't real. Who's bringing the presents? The reindeer drank the milk. It's some bullshit, man. All right, and then from there, we're just going to jump to Psalm 27. Psalm 27. Psalm 27 and 8. When thou saidest, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. So if anyone want to continue in with the whole situation of, yeah, Santa Claus is real, we're always going to do Easter. We always are going to do Ishtar and Nimrod worship and Christmas. Okay? Just know that if you end up finding yourself with some parental units that aren't righteous, you actually have another daddy. That's a true righteous daddy above most of all. And the Most High God is your daddy. I mean, come on. And you know what? Jumped around a lot. We got 22 minutes on the board. I'm going to keep going. We'll go back to Genesis 18 and 19. Genesis 18 and 19. All right, this is taking it back to this is the beginning, man. 18 and 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him. Don't let the world be upside down. Keep your house in order. I know it's a long way gone if you just now coming into the truth. You might be 12 years and 3 months late on it, but you can slowly work it in. You can't do nothing with no iron fist. That's the patience of the saints and the test and the trial by fire. Can you be patient enough to wait till your people come around? Planting seeds here and there. Johnny Appleseed, John the Apostle planting seeds, all right? And then jumping ahead to 32 and 11. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with children. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for a multitude. And he lies there that night, so on and so forth. But yeah, deliver me, God. Save me from this force that has opposed me and usurped the birthright, or think he usurped the birthright. we're just going to keep moving on. Because we can get into that all day, right? 33 and 14. Genesis 33 and 14. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on softly, according as his cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure until I come unto my Lord, unto Seir. Okay, hold me down. Hold me down. All right, we're going to make a big jump. Psalms 127. Psalms 127. Psalms 127, 3 through 5, all right? Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of youth. Happy is the man that hath a quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. I'm going to just go back up to the first verse of Psalm 127. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sheep. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Don't corrupt the fruit, man. You ain't going to have a peach that's supposed to be a peach and always be a peach that gets ripe and gets ate. You're not going to take a peach and start injecting it with high fructose corn syrup, different red color to make it more red. You know, the peach is its purest form. It's the peach is the peach. It might be a little bit bitter. It might be a little bit sweet. It might be a little bit firm. It might just be that right perfect consistency. But regardless, it's the peach that came off of that tree that's God's will. Just as a child is being raised, they raised up to be in the truth of the word. So they can understand why they're here, how to get out of it, how to live a righteous life, how to be happy, how to be at ease and at peace. But instead, they get injected with these weird philosophies about Easter and Christmas. And that's just going to be my main focus for today, Easter and Christmas. Because it's simple enough. I mean, we could get into long lessons about each one, but for time's sake and my point's sake, okay? All right, Proverbs 13:22. Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Okay, so you leaving your heritage with your seed. You leaving your heritage and your culture with your children. They the ones that follow you more than anything. Okay, and then I'm just going to jump to 13 and 17. A wicked messenger falls into mischief, but the faithful ambassador is health. I might have got that a little bit mixed up. I'm just going to jump back to Matthew 18. Let's see. Matthew 18. Matthew 18. Say Matthew 18. Matthew 18, 1 through 5. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. What they said to him, they said, Yahushua, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? He brought a little child up, and the little child was humble and came up and sat down, uncorrupted by the world and all the wild philosophies that's out there. And where we at next? Oh, Apocrypha time. All right, we're going to hit Sirach 30. We're going to hit Sirach 30, okay? He that loves his son causes him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You got to discipline your kids so that you can be for sure that they're going to go and take care of themselves in the world once you're out the mix. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. So you proud of your son because he's being righteous, and you working with him, and you see him improving, you see him getting better at leaning up over his bowl at the table, you see him getting his own toothbrush. You know, he's doing his thing. He cleaning up his own Legos. And you tell his boys, yeah, man, my boy did all this and all these great things. You know, you share that with your people. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. He that teaches